those who are looking to defraud consumers. According to the FBI, in 2022, crypto scams were the leading cause of investment fraud in the United States. Using crypto, fraudsters stole a record $2.5 billion from consumers. But crypto fraud isn't hitting all consumers equally. Last year, we saw a 350% increase in crypto.
Folks, we got a ton of news about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI. Continue watching this video. You definitely don't want to miss out on this important stimulus check information. We have a ton of news to go over, and what's good is that even Joe Biden is ready for a stimulus payment. Income is based payments, and they're set to go out in just a few days. The lawmakers are finally setting aside money from budget surpluses for new stimulus. And 1,000 payments are confirmed for many. Now, there are more than 1 million Americans that are eligible for bonus payments this year, thanks to several cities and states offering money. Bonuses, which are taxable, are awarded to workers to addition to their salary. Some are offering bonuses as costs in the economy remain high, and to say thank you to the workers that worked during the height of the crisis. For those in the market for a job, some places may offer what is called a sign-on bonus to lure in some workers. Now, households will start getting checks worth between $400 and $1,000 in just weeks under a $30 million premium pay program. A premium pay program that will benefit those that are in need of stimulus. The Connecticut State Legislature overwhelmingly voted to increase the state's premium pay program by $75 million as part of the House bill. Initially, the bonus are two of the lending reasons why prices have gone up so much this year. The U.S. Congress actually said that in a report they showed that how much prices have risen for the typical household, and the numbers are not good. It's bad, everybody. According to the data, even if prices stop going up for the rest of the year, the inflation that has already been happening means that the average American household has already paid around $10,000 more in the past 12 months for these overpriced goods. That's a huge sum of money, and it's the money that most people cannot even afford, especially if their jobs are disrupted or stagnant. And with Americans out of so much cash, many people believe the federal government should step up to provide checks that would cover these costs and losses. According to some economists, if lawmakers wanted to even out the cost for Americans, they would need to send out $8,000 relief checks. Other economists say that even higher payments might need to be sent. If prices continue going up instead of remaining stagnant through the remainder of 2022, something has to be done. People can relief packages have also been provided for thousands of families, and the good news is that many states are recognizing that inflation has been detrimental, and they're sending out money to help residents cope with this. So while the payments being sent are smaller than the $8,000 checks, at least those in states that are offering aid will get some support to cover the huge extra expenses in inflation and it's causing families to incur some difficulties. So, according to New Mexico, for example, low-income households in New Mexico have less than a week to apply for a fourth stimulus check worth at least $400. And the latest stimulus checks are being administered by the New Mexico Human Services Department. Its state is accepting applications until 5 p.m. on October 7th, and the fourth check is also intended for low-income households. A spokesperson said that depending on the number of eligible applicants, the funds can be distributed accordingly, and our hope is that we get a good amount of applications in so we can serve them and help out the people that need the checks the most. So it's good to see that some states are actually doing some good action and sending out stimulus payments. Good to know. So here
who filed jointly and made less than $150,000 and have dependents will receive the most. We're talking about $1,050. That's $350 per person plus another $350 for dependents. This is the largest bracket representing more than 80% of beneficiaries out there. Individual filers who...
A huge day is coming for Social Security beneficiaries, those of you on SSI and those of you on SSDI. There is a ton of information about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits that I want you guys to know, so continue watching this video. In September, more than 48 million retired workers received Social Security benefits, and yet there are many individuals who remain disinformed about the program. For instance, a survey by the Nationwide Retirement Institute shows that more than 2/3 of Americans don't know the benefits increase largely based on inflation. The Social Security Administration does indeed enact a cost of living adjustment each year to try and help beneficiaries keep up with rising prices. In fact, after battling runaway inflation over the past year, beneficiaries will see the largest COLA in 4 decades in 2023. But a few other important changes are coming to Social Security next year. Scorching inflation hit the U.S. economy hard in the past year. driving up the cost of food, utilities, and medical care, among other necessary goods and services. Fortunately, Social Security benefits will get an 8.7% COLA in 2023 to impact the rising prices that everyone's facing, and there will be the largest COLA in 1982. So, in December, beneficiaries were for at least 35 years. The figure was $147,000 in 2022, and only about 6% of individuals in the U.S. meet that criteria. Retirees were hit hard, very hard this year with Medicare Part B increases. The standard monthly premium soared 14.5% from the 2021 level to $170. However, Medicare is giving that increase back in 2023. The standard monthly Medicare Part B premium for 2023 will fall $5.20 to $164. To add icing to the cake, the annual deductible for Medicare Part B will decline by $7 to $226. The biggest problem with the huge Social Security increase is that it could be too little. Retirees have already faced higher costs due to skyrocketing inflation this year. Now the COLA will be a big impact that's facing Social Security checks beginning in January, help going forward but will offset those increased expenses. There is a similar issue with the lower Medicare Part B premiums. It's certainly a positive development for retirees' monthly benefit payments for Medicare Part B to decrease, but they've had to shell out a lot more each month for premiums throughout 2022 when the extra money would have been especially helpful.
If not, they have.
Ton of information about the fourth stimulus check. We have to cover a lot of news in this video, so I want you guys to know that we have a ton of information to cover, so continue watching, and don't forget that if you want to get this Amazon gift card right here, all you have to do is redeem the code in the Amazon checkout aisle. It's a $50 Amazon gift card code, so pretty much just redeem the code and you'll get $50, and you could use it for whatever you need on Amazon.
Who are the first to get it? Well, folks who have the direct deposit information already on file with the IRS. The next group of payments, most likely in the next 2 weeks, will be Social Security beneficiaries who receive their benefits by direct deposit. And finally, paper checks will start going out in early May. Now, that process could take 20 weeks total. The IRS estimates it can process 5 million checks a week. All right, now this is the IRS page, and if you don't file taxes, you're going to go to this page and you're going to put your info in right here on this left-hand side. Now, if you get any kind of Social Security benefit...
So Joe Biden is warning against disastrous consequences as Congress moves forward towards another funding deadline. The president and Republicans and Democrats are just debating on new provisions that would impact millions of senior citizens. And with the midterm elections in the rearview mirror, Joe Biden is just top of the White House officials. They're just now negotiating while the clock is ticking for a government shutdown. For weeks, Biden's top deputies, led by the Office Management Director Shalanda Young, have navigated the dynamics of election season. In simple terms, this is what it means. According to CNBC News, many Americans are scared by retirement. Barely half of working-age Americans believe Social Security will provide them the same benefits that are paid to today's retirees. More than 2/3 of Americans